Hello, Dad.
Hello, Rebels chat.
No nerds today?
Oh, what do you mean?
Do you have chat?
I do, but no one,
Gasp!
no one
There
said
is
anything
nerds. There is nerds. They're just quiet
Nerds.
nerds. They're just quiet nerds.
yet. That's fair. I'm a quiet nerd. Also, where's my...
Can't for the life of me remember if I have a version with like the original
Lost.
outfit.
Actually, Lost, do you prefer Lost or Polo? Right, Apollo. Actually, it's Apollo. Or do you prefer Lost?
Last.
The woes of not having spaces and names.
This one? No. It's not updated. Still has the old scar before I reworked it.
Yeah.
Even though this one looks really
Which one
cool.
has the new scar?
The summer outfit.
Yeah. What map are we going to, by the way?
I don't know.
Because technically, to my understanding, they're going to where they are, not them coming to the...
Yeah, in theory they're going to them, so that would probably be either the winter map or a different winter map. We could use the winter map and just say it's totally a different place, guys. Or we just use a different winter map that looks wintry enough for the winter court. Winter enough for the winter court? Which unfortunately doesn't really match Calliope's available outfit, but it's fine. Fine, whatever.
We can go to summer or spring. You have both of those.
Oh, I do. Do I? I do have summer. I was like, do I have summer? Yeah, I do.
I've seen you showed me.
Yeah, I have summer. Yeah, I do. I do have summer. Ideally, I would like to get like a fall map that's not
Halloween.
It's not Halloween. A fall map that's not nighttime. The spooky unsleek court.
You know, if you find if you're able to make it or find it, there's a particular fall like thing that is really cool. Did you ever watch Over the Garden Wall?
Yes, many times.
Do you remember the episode where they find like the pumpkins and stuff?
Yes.
It's not Halloween theme, but like it feels
very fall
like
harvest.
That. Yeah. Also,
It's a fall.
I'm just gonna be Michael
It's a fall.
while we wait because it makes me happy.
Understandable. Michael's very cute.
Yes, it makes me happy.
Hello? This isn't something Kelly's story about. Oh. I will check after stream then. If it's not immediate.
Grab.
Don't grab them. I don't think they like to be manhandled. They like to be manhandled, chat? Do I need to like put you in a little cage like the other VTubers? Shake it around, shake it around, shake it around, shake it around. They do! I've seen it. They're just staring at me. Okay. A little worrying. Okay. I assume it's not. Is it something Calliope should know about right now? It does sound abusive, doesn't it? I guess while we're waiting for Christy, we can look at some maps.
Yeah, especially the ones you can look at summer. If you want to do that. Or spring, either one. Technically, it is summer. So it would kind of make a little sense.
It is technically summer right now, yes.
Yes.
But, I mean, the courts are independent, so they exist without reason.
I wonder if there are political refugees between the courts. Like they're just winter in the summer courts because they're...
Maybe. I mean, isn't that technically what Calliope is?
Yeah. Calliope is not a political refugee.
Not really. Well...
Also not a refugee.
Not really.
She doesn't fit both definitions of either word.
I don't know. If I stretch it far enough. Is it an Aegis chat? Oh, okay.
I'm sitting. I'm waiting.
There's like a fancy forest that hasn't been used in a while. That's not my map.
Wow.
We don't want to use my map.
Yeah. Okay.
You can look at it if you want.
Sure.
It's big though. It's a big map. Not like big in size, but like she's on? Okay, well let's go fast.
Yeah.
Let's go fast and I'll invite her.
Oh.
What's one more thing on Calliope's mind? Calliope tries to deal with all of their family issues. Depends on the man. Fine, what's one more thing? Here, I'll look. Take a peek. I haven't technically read Aegis Chat in a while. Oh my gosh. That's not you, DM. Oh! That's not great. That's unpleasant. Sorry. Bringus sent me something really funny. That's why I laughed.
Oh.
This was used for a Fae mission like a long time ago, and I saved it because I was like, this is so nice. This is so good for Fae stuff.
This is oddly terrifying, I feel like.
Yeah, a little bit. It's the atmosphere.
I think it's the actual map. Can we go
Oh, yeah, you can go over there.
that bridge?
Yeah.
No.
It goes pretty far. It feels like it can fit somewhere in between like summer and fall for me.
A little bit.
Because it's windy and very
Oh,
green.
So, yeah, I was gonna say the greenage makes it feel more like summer.
Yeah, the green makes it feel like summer, but like the weather could make it feel either way. 'Cause it depends on the area, like
Yeah.
windiness. I'm gonna invite Christy. Respawn. We'll see if she likes this one. Because it's ultimately kind of her decision where they are.
It weirds me out for some reason.
Yes! It's
so high up.
it's Jock and Nerd. It makes me so happy. Hmm?
Wait, is it alphabetical?
Did
Is
you
there a
alph-
little side
did you-
menu, the side swipe menu?
This it can be a lot of things. It can be recent.
Sort by. Oh, I sorted by name.
Oh.
So recently used. I do recently used.
I sorted by newest because that's how I update my roster sometimes.
It didn't change the order. That's weird.
Ooh.
I'm giving you headbands.
T-pose. I T-pose at you. I
Wait,
T-pose. I T-pose. I T-pose at you. I T-pose.
T-pose.
I T-pose. I T-pose. I T-pose. I T the pose. I T-pose. To pose. What?
My antlion Mike is not alive
Oh no.
for some reason.
Oh.
What happened?
I
You sound like you're
don't
in
know.
a tin can underwater.
What happened?
What happened?
What happened? What happened?
Oh.
What happened?
Squish, squish, squish.
What?
What happened?
What happened? I'm just stimming.
Yeah.
I say what happened the first time and then it's just stimming. What happened? It do be elf time. I need to rework their ears so that way their ears wiggle. I need wiggly ears.
I know, I love that.
And like expressive ears, I need
The
it.
only thing that makes me sad about Michael's shorter ears is that it makes less sense for them to have them.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes me sad about it.
Yeah.
I made my choice though.
You made your choice. You can't listen, not every one of your characters can have big old pointy ears, unfortunately.
I know. I do think they do, because it
Yeah.
feels very
Yeah, that's
them.
well that makes sense for them.
It also
They're
weirdly
full
creates a
elf.
very unique shape. So
Yeah.
it makes it a very unique shape to me because, like, if you count the ears and you cut the line through it, through their eyes, they look like they're an arrow pointing.
Yeah, a little bit. I also made
They have such
their
pointy chins.
ears are different.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I know. I remember. I remember when you were making him. You pointed that out. What happened?
What happened?
What?
What happened? What happened?
Why isn't my antlion Mike being alive?
Do you need to update it?
Is
Your chat?
The software?
it turned on?
I
update the software?
don't.
I don't know.
It's a hard
That's my first-
plug-in type. So
That's my first assumption is that it's a software issue. With anything. Because I forget to update my drives all the time.
Is it? Is it turning
But
on?
I
Put
update
it
my
that way.
drivers consistently.
Christy, is it turning on?
What?
Is the mic turning on? Is it blue?
I don't have the wireless one.
Hey, Miss Gaming, thank you for subbing. Hello.
Oh, fuck. I didn't thought you had the wireless one.
Because the wireless ones would explode.
It's true.
That's fair. Mine, I've had the same one for years, and mine has.
I lost mine.
So.
Whoa, okay. Can you guys hear me? Whoa.
The same- I hear you the same as I heard you before.
No, something's wrong.
What's
I think
wrong?
Something greater is happening with my headset. It
What
turned
happened?
a deep,
You should-
dark gray.
That seems
Alright,
inappropriate.
turn off your- Christy, reset your entire thing.
Reset it.
Again.
Okay.
We'll be here. Enjoy Restart Land. Anyways, so their ears
Nerd.
are more like
Hey, Carrix.
they're like out. They're like out,
I
and then
love. Okay, I need your.
Calliopes are up.
Yeah. But I actually remember the reason why. One, because you wanted to make it different, and you asked me how I wanted to make it different, and I pointed out that I really love elves
You like the
with
big ear.
sideways ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sideways ear more than the up ear. Mostly because I'm a WoW nerd and love night elves or blood elves. So,
They're good. They're good. They're
Yes,
great. We
I-
love them.
yeah. Versus the blood elves, the difference between blood elves and night elves outside of a lot of things is
I have a lot of things.
they have ears pointed up. The real thing, You haven't played WoW in a long time. I don't know if you're there, but they actually added different ear lengths to let us.
Yes, I did see that.
Small,
I saw that
short,
because
medium, long.
I played it during Dragonflight, and I'm realizing that I need to fill in the hairline here because this feels kind of naked, if you can see it.
A little bit, yeah.
It feels a little naked. I don't think anyone would notice unless I point it out, but it feels naked now. I don't notice it on this side because it has a thing.
Also, yeah, it's right there. I was like, where's Calliope's feather? And I'm like, yeah.
Is there? On your earring.
If you ever make a shrine map for Maddie, you should put the original feather somewhere.
Yeah. I still have the texture, so. Thankfully, majority of the time I save textures, except for the Calliope scar, which I didn't save because I was like, oh no, I'm never gonna want to use that again. This one's more accurate. But the other one was cooler, Ribbon. The other one was cooler. I don't have an angry Calliope yet. God damn it. Why did I do that? Why didn't I make an angry Calliope face?
There's an angry Cassius.
There's not an angry Calliope. The best I can be is sad. I can just be sad.
Yeah, I can be scared. No.
You've got all the expressions. You've got all of them.
The only thing I don't have is the wheel for the blush. Like, his blush is like full blush all the time.
But it's lower than Calliope's is.
Yeah, it used to be the same.
Because Calliope is just disappointed. I see.
Yeah, my favorite thing on this model, the reason I love this model, is I fucking love this phone so much.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It's such a nice phone.
Where's mine? Do I have mine on this one?
Wait, does she
I
have
do.
Bigger? You have bigger hands than me?
Quite possibly because you're. No.
I know
I
which
wouldn't.
base this is.
It's the same. It's the same base right now because this is the old hands.
Yeah, we haven't done the Cassius update yet.
Yeah.
So.
It's the same.
Yeah.
The same-ish.
It's the same.
Calliope is notably like grayer though.
Yeah, he's warm toned. Everything about him is warm toned.
Calliope is that cool.
For a Winterfell. Yeah.
Oh, it's because I was trying to make.
Are you proud of me?
I'm so proud of you. It's just one of the many reasons Calliope looks like a little strange like this.
Yeah, because it clashes.
Yeah. But it mostly clashes
with
the
initially with
the outfit
clothing. I'm assuming you designed her first with the black hair and then put the blonde hair.
Because it would be more common. Calliope still looks nice, and like their skin tone doesn't clash too much with it. It makes them look a little paler, but the clothes makes them look more pale.
Also, I'm really glad that she has black hair because there's something about an entire family having the same shade or like the same-ish shade of blonde hair that makes it feel like a cult. A little bit.
Yeah.
Even though it makes sense, it just feels weird.
It's just a little culty. Culty. But it is a cult. What do you mean it is a cult? It's not a cult.
Unless you're calling Bellwood a cult, then I could sort of see where you're
Bellwood a little bit. Maybe like there's some reminiscence there.
Are you cult phobic? What does that even mean?
Are you cult phobic? Are you cult phobic?
Are you asking me if I'm scared of cults?
Cult of the Lamb. Yes, it is Cult of the Lamb, and Calliope's that sheep. You sacrifice. They don't sacrifice firstborns. They're not sacrificing them to a god. They're not sacrificing them.
Technically they are. They're sacrificing them because they're inconvenient to truth.
Well, they think they're doing something right.
Yeah, so do cults.
Yeah, but they're not like sacrificing them to a god. They're not sacrificing them.
No.
They're not like deciding to sacrifice them. They are removing illness. I tried to find a word for that wasn't horrible sounding.
Calling, mercy killing.
Yeah, culling. That's culling. That's an okay word. That one's okay. Oh, it's
The calling of Stratholme.
The second time I thought about WoW today. Stop. You're gonna put the Greebles in my brain.
More.
It's so good.
It's genuinely one of my favorite more dilemmas I've seen in fiction in generally, because it's genuinely like compelling. I said generally like 4 times.
You did say generally 4 times.
Cults could be run by individuals.
Well, yes.
Aren't all cults run by individuals?
Most cults are run by at least an individual, yes.
No, meaning no god. To be fair, there are cults that worship a single person.
Well, yes.
Like
I'm not saying that them not sacrificing them equates to the fact that they're not a cult, but they aren't sacrificing them.
You know what you've done, right?
What?
I'm just gonna keep calling Bellwood a cult. I'm just gonna keep doing it now.
It's okay. It's okay. They don't have to understand. They don't have to get it. It's fine. It's for me to get. It's for me.
It's fine.
They don't know I'm an owlbear.
Scientology. Thank you for comparing Bellwood to Scientology.
They don't know I'm an owlbear.
They don't know I have crippling anxiety. We all do.
They don't know I have social anxiety.
Where's this from, by the way? Oh, it's been wanting to ask.
So this
The little necklace.
is supposed to be, like, in theory, it's something that, Calliope uses to channel magic, so that way it doesn't turn into funny magic. It doesn't go wild.
Oh, she wild bitch.
I assume that most Fey magic has the opportunity to go wild.
Especially in Feywild.
Yes. So this is meant
They
to
are the-
prevent them from their magic from going wild.
Because depending on the lore, Feywild is meant to be both life and chaos,
Yes.
specifically.
Yes. The intent there is that this is like a thing that prevents it from doing that, so that way I didn't have to deal with the wild magic table, because it's a lot. I don't want to make a wild magic table.
Doesn't ship it on. It's very cultural. This is my second time being your elf, and the first hearing Bellwood. I'm assuming you mean being as in watching, or. But if that is what you mean, I kind of understand what you're saying. Also, I will watch Inside Out because that looks like a good movie.
You mean Inside Out 2?
Second one.
I haven't.
I haven't watched it either.
Nothing. This is gonna sound weird coming from someone who's such a giant Disney fan. Nothing about it has given me like piqued interest. I can't tell you why. It just didn't. My interest just wasn't piqued. I don't know why. My autism didn't activate.
Apparently, it's making good money and has good reviews. So.
Allegedly, it's very
Unlike
good.
The last couple of Disney things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Pixar.
It's
the same people, so it makes sense.
Pixar.
Yeah. Well, Pixar doesn't necessarily always have to make great things, especially now because they're in a bit of a stagnation.
Well, they're also
because they've been riding high on.
They're moving away from making. They're moving away from making things like Luca or Turning Red because they want to make things that are more marketable. And I'm like, honestly, you know what? You know what? That probably is why. That probably why. I saw that before I saw that tweet before I saw the trailer for Inside Out 2. I saw the like tweet and then went on a hunt for how they announced that they're no longer going to be making stuff like Turning Red or Luca. They're going to be making things that are more focusing on things that are more mass appeal, or that have more mass appeal.
Yeah.
And I was like,
well, so
ew.
So
that
the
sucks.
thing, I don't know if you know a lot about you're a Disney nerd, so I'm pretty sure you know this.
Yes.
But if you don't, if people who are watching don't know about Pixar history. There's a legendary brunch that people talk about, if you know about that brunch in Pixar, where they had a lot of the prolific directors in that brunch, including like Brad Bird and a couple others, and they essentially brainstormed and pitched like 8 or 9 movies, like including Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., like Toy Story, a lot of those things. And what we're dealing with now is that they're struggling to make more things because they have run out of things that were in that brunch to make.
As I sit here, having loved Luca and Turning Red.
I liked Luca a lot. I like Turning Red a little less, but that's because it felt very specific.
I think
so specific.
I can imagine it feeling very specific for certain people, but it didn't feel specific to me because most of the like experiences in it were things that me and a lot of the other people that I talked to could relate to.
Yeah. I think what people need, like, the feeling that people realize, because when I talk about like being non-specific, is that most of the time when I watch movies as a kid, they're either meant to market every quadrant, which is like adults, children, men, women, the 4 quadrants, if we're talking about marketing, or they were marketed specifically to me. Back then, most things were marketed towards men in my age group because I was either a kid, then teenager, and thing. So when things are not marketed to me specifically, it has a very distinctly different feeling than the things I used to grow up with. So I recognize that as being a thing, which is why I don't start disliking it, even though I can see why people might start disliking it, because when something feels different and it doesn't feel like it's talking to you specifically, it won't engage you in the same way.
Yeah. It's marketed more towards adult women, teenage women, and young women.
Yeah, but I wanted to respond to something Arcane Pixel said. So mass appeal sounds like a good thing. It is and it isn't, for 2 reasons. One, it is because you get more people to like it, but the more you spread out to try to appeal to more people, the less specific you can be in how it connects with a specific person. If you make something super specific, it can go down all the levels of that one specific group, and it will feel very targeted and feel very good for those specific people. Which is why like certain movies that are made from a very specific perspective get so much acclaim from like the people that felt like they were understood or validated in that regard. And you have mass appeal where it feels like it's a lot more spread out, where it can't go as in depth. It has to talk about general human experiences, which is why a lot of superhero films do that, where it's meant to be mass appealing, where they only can talk about like the moral good is to not do this thing, do this thing, but they can't be very specific about it. Where then you have like Moon Knight, or like the original Daredevil, which is like the Daredevil TV show, where it's very specific to this one person's lived in experience. Like one of my favorite conversations I've had, because I grew up religious, my mother is Catholic, and sitting down and seeing her watch Daredevil for the first time, and her picking up of things I never knew about. Which, because Daredevil actually had very specific references, very specific things that made sense for people who were in that religion, who grew up with that. And she was like, oh, it's that, or it's this, or that. They're referencing that, they're referencing this. And it felt a lot more fulfilling to watch that with her for this time. You got a lot more conversations with you like
diversity and representation is important because it allows us to feel more empathetic towards people that we do not know or understand. Wow!
Oh, Christy's here.
Oh, Christy.
Hello.
You don't sound like you're in a tin can. Amazing. You're free. You're free of the tin
I'm
can.
about to sound even better. Here we go.
Waiting.
Waiting?
No, it's there.
Yeah.
Yippee!
You do not sound like you are in a tin can.
I did it.
I'm proud of you.
I
Hooray!
restarted my computer, updated my drivers, and then restarted again, and now everything's
Yippee!
working.
Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Yeah.
Yippee! Okay, so we wanted to know if the map itself is kind of reliant on where you would want your character to be, roughly-ish. There's not a lot of winter options, so we picked this one because it could be like a more summery option. Ambiguous even, yeah. Ambiguous Fae area, not specifically winter. I don't know if they would leave winter specifically.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm not sure that you have much options considering you're stuck in the goddamn Earth realm.
Oh, are they in Earth?
Wait.
They not in Fae? They didn't go back to Feywild?
No.
Ah, I see. All right.
Oh,
Well,
then
give me a
never mind.
moment. Give me a moment. Let me get at you a non-Fae map.
Very good, very good.
Them.
No,
Ye-
because if he went back, they were gonna, do things.
Well, but you know,
Probably.
the Feywild is a big place. So I assumed that maybe they wouldn't go back. Here you go. We'll just use the Grey Woods because it's a little bit eerie. It's a little spooky.
Me.
If I could go in. There we go. Britain! This season is Britain. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. RP and instant noodle hour. Let's go. Yeah! You were a goblin? I'm proud of you. Crispy bacon flavored noodles. That sounds good. I haven't had noodles in a bit. I need them. It's amazing sodium bomb, yes. I have to do study after RP today. Much studying. Salt. I love salt. It's okay. I'm glad for you to be at 100% because sometimes it's fun to be at 100%. We're back. We're back. In the circle. Oh my god. Not the same circle though. It's a different circle.
It wasn't very long ago.
It's a different circle though. It's different. It's a different circle. It has a different word on top.
Oh my god. Wait, is this the MMR one?
Also,
Yeah, it is.
well,
That's funny.
well, it's not specifically MMR, but yes. Also, we can put the
Yeah.
aesthetic thing. You can get abilities. If you want double jump.
Oh my god. I wouldn't have fly, no.
Why can't I add a new trade?
It's
Sorry.
broken. Never mind.
It's broken. It's broken.
Alright, broke.
It's brokey. Let's go.
I find it so funny that maps just break.
Well, the transition from 2.0 to 3.0 killed a lot of things.
True. I think this is a 3.0 map though, Christy.
Oh my god. They must have updated it and broke broken on accident somehow.
Crispy! Before you run off.
Crispy.
Okay. I need to make yours and Celeste's hair more shiny.
I can show you how.
Yeah. I like this hair though.
So I want them to match.
I can show you how.
Yeah. Anyways. I guess you go find a place you want to be.
Actually,
we'll just...
it would make more sense that we know where you are. So.
Oh,
we're
right.
Meeting at
True.
a specific location.
We find a place you want to be. We'll follow you. And then run over there.
There are several points of interest that make sense. One of them being the campsite, then you have the cabin, and then you have the tower.
Cabin is filled with gross human metal stuff. Ugh.
I have terrible news for you. There's gross human metal stuff everywhere.
I know. I hate it.
That's why you have gloves, nerd.
Honestly. Yeah, but like, I don't even want to look at it. Fucking mortal world stuff.
Oh my god, the mortal world's
I'm getting into
oxygen is so gross.
Yeah, it's so bland and stale, but also simultaneously grimy. I don't know how they manage. How can you get that perfect balance of uncanny, airy?
So, no tower, I'm assuming.
No.
So drained of mana.
What is
I have a
this?
stick on my
Arcane
butt.
sigil, magic circle.
I want there to be a character that's a wizard that talks exclusively like that, except when they cast spells. You know, and then only when they cast spells they talk like very normal. Like that, this is like, I'm gonna cast magic missile. I think you're crouching.
I'm sorry, Dave said fucking material planers. Shake my head.
Yeah, I remember. See, I remember.
Calliope, I need you to understand. I am not a material girl.
Not a material girl.
I'm the it girl. There's a difference. I, TG,
Oh, you know, I'm that girl.
You know, I'm something what?
Let me just. Material plane germs.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because you like forced it to be over their eye. So just imagine that they specifically styled it so you can't move it away from their eyes, so they have to be edgy. They're like, no, it covers part of my vision. I'm just that good.
Wasn't there a reason? It's hiding something to my memory.
Not really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Not really, because the part that's.
Am I wrong? Oh, it's on the other side, right?
No, it's on this side, but it's not hidden really.
Oh yeah.
It's very
on the,
poorly
like,
hidden.
the lower bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their eye is perfectly fine. It's uninjured.
Ah, right.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Having an uninjured eye, you mad?
Must be nice.
Must be nice. You mad?
You mid?
You mid, bro?
You mid, bro? You mad? You mad? You mid?
You mid, bro? You mid guard?
I realize if you're sitting far away, there ain't no way in hell you're gonna actually see the expression.
They're very subtle.
Not at all.
They're extremely subtle.
You're so shiny. You're glowing.
See, this is what happens when you stay within the Feywild.
been in the
I'm glow
Feywild.
too.
We've been in the Feywilds. You're the one who's been in the stinky material plane, nerd. Oh.
But I'm moisturized in Fey water.
I sleep in a tree.
I don't sleep in this smelly city.
Are we good? Are we done hamstring?
I'm good. I'm just.
I'm not.
here.
I'm never done
If you wanna
hamstring,
leave.
so
I'm chilling.
Why is your leg always like that after you sit down?
It's cause this one doesn't have tracking, this one does.
no one loses tracking. It.
Please put Google
actually
Loco on the
broke.
models.
Well, the funny thing
He's
is, I
stinky.
did that, and what happens is it doesn't track the other leg. Like, it makes them lose locomotion for some reason. It's weird.
Gogo Loco works weird when you're wearing full body. It's not really meant
Full
for
body.
while you're using full body.
Yeah, it breaks.
But what you could do is maybe find a way to move your play space around until you can find a way to get it to track. But that's annoying. No one wants to do that. Maybe it's because of UMed's hair. It's too shiny. It's reflective.
Yeah.
It's reflecting off the foot. Specifically, not the other one.
I think honestly this position is, oh my god, I think this position is like perfect. Like,
It works. It works well enough.
Stays there.
I just don't perceive things. I just pretend they're not there.
It's good.
That's what I do. I roleplay real good.
I cannot.
I roleplay real good.
What?
VRCRP will.
I just ignore the glitches. Wow. Fail RP, fail RP, fail RP. Okay, we should probably start RPing because I still have studying to do.
Oh
Okay.
god, yeah, that's
I forgot.
You forget. Did you not do the assignment? You were supposed to
I did do the assignment. I have a studying I have to do for the exam tomorrow. Because Thursday always has exams, remember? Thursday is always test day.
Yeah.
I gotta study sexuality and emotions and gender roles and one other thing. Oh, social psychology. Which is different than sociology. Those are different things. I'm different,
Wait,
bitch.
what?
I'm different. Huh?
Oh my god! You can change the time of day.
What?
You can make it night.
Let's ask Christy. I'm gonna ask Christy. Wait, it's global.
She's probably like.
It's global. You just spooked her. Go ask her if she wants it to be night or not.
She said night.
Night. So dark and spooky.
That's so much better in my eyes.
It's so dark and spooky.
Huh? You ready?
Yes. I had to activate my stutter.
Somewhere down here, last time I checked. At least according to the message.
You actually think they'll be there?
By what?
You actually think they'll be there?
I have no doubts.
I guess I shouldn't.
If I know anything about them, they at least keep to their word when they make it.
I know.
Click, 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 click. Click.
Hello, Father.
Hello to you. I must have been wrong.
That way I feel comfortable.
How have you both been?
The same, mostly.
Fine. I guess. We saw Mother. She wants to know where you've been.
Mostly this. I had to let it fester as much as I could.
You didn't have to.
I did if I wanted to secure your future, yes.
That's what you think you need to do.
What do you think that I need to do?
I don't think that's the only way you could have done it. And I don't think you needed to do it.
It is possible. I did not personally see any other way available. And I could not think of one within the short amount of time that I did see it.
And I guess talking to me was out of the question.
What I did was to ensure that I would not lie. When I returned to our people, my duty is or at least was, to get rid of Kirsten. Something I deeply regret. What I feared would happen if I did not do that. Is that they would simply exile me, your brother, your mother, or what? If I did not fulfill, at least to the letter, of what my duties were owed of me.
You talk about this like I'm not a part of the equation.
You are a part of the equation.
How? Am I not living evidence of the contrary of their belief?
I did not think that they would believe it just by looking at you. I thought that they would need something else. I know these people there. All elves are stubborn, but this is a history that is a tradition that is maintained with tooth and claw. It was a miracle that I even got out of it the way that I did through your mother. And it's hard to say that I was really, truly out of it even then. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better one.
That's not. That's not what I.
I am making this harder for you, and I don't know how to address it. How do I make this easier for you?
Nothing in my life has been my choice. And you took that away from me. Again. And I haven't figured out how to deal with that.
I should have considered your perspective. if I am honest. I did not conceive that there was a possibility that you would not present me from a baseline. But that is my weakness, not yours.
You're my family. And until
My parents.
that point, I at least thought that everything you did was trying to not get me hurt. At least as best as you could.
Still am.
I can't see still. I mean,
This
I,
wasn't what
I know you know what you did because I know. Even though it was hasty, you planned it, but
I didn't mean to go that far.
because you thought I
If we
would
were just
attack
uninterrupted.
you.
I did not anticipate interruptions well. People stealing my sword. Pulling me away from you. At least with my blade, I could guarantee that it was things would have been a lot better if I let your mother come. My perspective on family isn't exactly good. I hate my parents. They pushed me into I'm sure you can get the picture. They didn't like her mom much. I am sorry. Truly. They were promises or not. I would do anything that you would ask me to. Just because I do care. Even if it might not seem it.
That's the part I keep fighting myself over.
You're allowed to hate me. To resent me for what I have done to you.
I don't want to. Everyone there is a victim of this. Some of them are worse than others. But everyone is a victim of it. Everyone's lost someone because of this.
I agree.
I just...
It doesn't make what I did okay, though. And I am not asking you to comfort me. It would make me a lot worse of a parent for me to ask you to do that.
I'm not trying.
I am not accusing you. I am just saying what needs to be said. But we do not often have much time to exchange words.
We have a much better chance now at doing something about this. Or at least we will soon. I'm a knight of Britannia.
Does your mother know?
We told her, right? It's
We did.
been a while.
It will certainly help. Congratulations. It is not much of a surprise to me that even Titania can see greatness in you.
that there's a lot you don't know about.
I am sure that is the case.
And I guess if I think about it, it's fair that you wouldn't consider that I could help. Because the last time you saw me before then, I wasn't really in a position to help anyone.
Some part of it is that I didn't want you to have. I see now that that is just. It runs back to what you said before. I didn't give you a choice. I harbor a lot of guilt for just leaving you. I thought about it every night. That instead I could have just done this or that. Maybe killed some people that actually worth killing.
I never resented you for it.
I think it was my own self-resentment that guided my hand. I think that is why when you say that it brings no peace. Because I feel as though you should. Although some part is happy. I felt as though I deserved to be punished somehow. But that wasn't fair to you. I shouldn't have used you in that way. I am.
I don't know that I forgive you yet, but I want to.
Hopefully after I actually earn it back.
Actually, what? After you.
Earn it.
Oh. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't exactly have any ideas of how you could.
I have
I
had a
don't.
long life. Go on.
I don't really. Know what I'm doing in this respect.
You got that from me. I apologize.
I guess you don't have that problem.
No, he doesn't. He is his mother in almost every way.
I know it's right.
Except for maybe that one. You're more stubborn than her.
Get that from them.
Sorry, you only got the bad parts.
It's not all bad. If he wasn't so stubborn, he wouldn't have found me.
Hmm. Well, at least there's that. Although in hindsight, your mother's cunning and my sheer force of will is a dangerous combination, and I fear any who stand in your path.
No one did.
No one does yet. I take it that as a knight, you know how to fight. And that is good. You know how to disable without harming.
I'm not worth much like this. All I can really do when I'm normal is heal. But I'm pretty useful as a bear. An elf bear.
Is that what someone said, or is that what you believe?
I can't fight like this. That's just the truth.
Do you
I
wish to learn?
maybe.
I would be happy to teach you. But that is only if you want it. I can understand you don't want to see me anywhere near a blade again. Although it would be dulled in both of our cases.
Not that one, at least.
No. No. It would be wooden.
If you don't,
For
if you
both.
don't want to, I can. Either one.
Ideally, both of you. But your comfort is paramount.
I think I probably need to gain more weight first.
Is that because of this place? Then
That's
why are you not gaining weight?
I don't know.
You're surrounded with all of these so-called healers, and they couldn't figure it out.
BB tries her best, but I just get full, and I can't eat more. I've gained some. I'm better than I was.
Am I allowed to help you?
I don't know how you intend to.
There. Mostly by instructing you what you should be eating. When I saw you before, you were much skinnier than this.
I know what to eat. I'm just. I just can't eat enough of it.
There are ways.
There are some medicines that can increase one's appetite. There's also drugs to increase one's appetite.
I don't know how you feel on those, especially since you've been here.
I
The Feywild is quite a sample.
don't really know because I haven't done any.
There's also some foods that take up less space. Some
Calorie supplements.
there's a lot of options. I just don't want to make you any more comfortable than you already are.
That's hard. I'm Cassius has tried to make me relax. It's not easy.
Wait, this is not just a me thing. Or is it a me thing?
I'm
I don't help. Got it.
There are some meditations that I do that help me. Your mother taught me them.
I'm not very good at meditation. I can't even trance.
Is that because of the birds or because of being here too long?
I haven't been able to since that night. I don't know if it's the curse or What? I don't know why. I just can't do it.
There's a couple things it could be. Either you are physically incapable because of the curse. I know that some have gained an inability if they are scared of traversing their own memories. They end up physically forcing themselves to stop. Others just don't get taught how to at a young age. Maybe you just need guidance. Or you actually can't anymore. And that is just a part of you that I will have to
Have to what?
accept. You and I both. Perhaps even your form could be even taken as a form of you transing. Do you remember vividly when you're in it?
I don't know what you mean exactly. I know who
Theorizing.
I am. I feel the same as I am now. I just can't talk. Or I can, but I can't. I can only speak out there. BB can use spells to understand me.
I was just trying to figure out why your transing wasn't working. Whether it was a mental block or some kind of magical side effect, kind of replacement or not. From how you're describing, though, it sounds like it's just simply another form.
I don't
Another part of you.
I don't know. Kind of stopped trying.
Would you like to try again?
I want to figure everything else out first.
That is fair. I would only raise that it might be an important component to that. But I do not know. I am simply daring to ask.
that there's more you we wanted to talk to you about.
Mm.
We found someone that could read the curse.
They were interesting. A kind of sight. Magically inclined. Do you want me to explain it? Or do you want to?
You can if you want. It'll be faster if you do.
It's not about fast, it's about what?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm taking this so far as a theory. We haven't followed up with this particular person further.
Talking about you,
We
Dave.
do
We're
have
talking
their
about
contact
you.
information. So understand that. I'm not saying it's gospel, I'm not saying it's true. At least according to them, every member of our, at least if we're using me as a control example, every member of our people have the curse. The only difference between us and Firstborn is whether or not they get activated.
What does that even mean?
At least according to them, to my memory, to be fair, this is a bit ago. Curses have activations. Depending on whoever placed the curse, it also, most of the time, would have a deactivation. So something about how we are born, what we do, anything causes it to activate. Otherwise, it stays dormant.
It
Why are people?
makes enough sense. That some firstborns would, and some wouldn't. It didn't really seem to have a rhyme or reason before.
Could be hereditary. Just
At this point, it must be. At the very least, on some kind of bloodline. Maybe one that goes back so far that we can't even fathom.
from my understanding, I was gonna hazard a guess. Some distant ancestors of ours did something, or something happened to them, and their entire lineage was cursed.
wish.
I could guarantee that there weren't records that probably don't exist anymore. This is me just theorizing. But if this goes back so far that we don't remember source or even who did what, who is to say that we haven't even been getting rid of them? For all we know, it could be a very recent thing, at least as far as our lifespan is concerned.
And why?
That's
Because
part
of
of
cases like
what we don't really know. I have an idea. Um, I don't think we can do anything about this until we know why it's happening. I don't think anyone's gonna fully believe it. I mean, they might believe that that we're not infectious, but I don't think they're gonna change their minds just because of me. Or I don't know that they would. But
it might.
if we know what it is, if we know why it's happening, maybe we could stop it from happening to anyone else.
And if, hypothetically, we don't find the answer,
Then for now, I'm going to ask my found family, I guess, a favor. Um, you haven't met her yet. Um, her name is Phoebe, and she's a newly an archfey. I think she might be able to find some way to get any of them out.
out?
Any new ones that show up. New cursed ones. To take them somewhere safe. Until we figure something out. I know it's not like it happens every day or something.
Calliope.
You are beautiful as you are. You don't need to be cured.
I can't.
I don't think... We don't know. But what I am trying to say is... if we cast doubt on what has been taught, that it's infectious, that they are not simply bloodthirsty monsters that will just attack one day. Believe you me, there will be a lot of angry parents.
I know. That's why I want to figure out why this is happening.
I think
But I can't.
genuine.
If someone else does have it activated, if it becomes clear someone becomes cursed, I don't want them to die while they're waiting for us to figure it out.
Why would they die?
Because we can't just tell them that all of this is how it is, and I don't know how long it'll take to find it out.
So instead of possibly changing minds, to make sure that they can actually grow up in a home with a family that accepts them for who they are, you're going to have them cast out while you look for a cure? I am saying that we don't need to know the answer to go to our people now. To prove to them now that what they thought about cursed ones, what they thought about you, and all of the other kin that they cast out is wrong. We could save the lives of the ones born now.
I don't see how they're going to believe your bite any more than they're going to believe my existence.
If it was one on its own, I don't think it would work. Both, however, and with your teeth to prove, I think we do have a good shot at it.
And what if we just get cast out? And then we make it all even harder.
I would rather have fought
Thank you, Monster, for shopping.
and bled for a better future. For me and those around me. Than to fear the possibility of failure. But considering it involves you, I can't move without you. So in the end, it's still your choice. How I feel is only half of the picture. Really, most of it is yours.
I guess I don't know how to plead my case without some kind of proof beyond just what they can see. Because they could just decide to reject it like they have everything else.
And they could decide to accept it. At least some could. Even some is a victory. Then that some talks to other people. And they change more minds. I am not. There are multiple stages to this. Casting doubt is an important thing, but it doesn't mean it's an instant victory. It is a small candle wick that spreads over time. Some will drown in their denial. Others, parents whom I know, out of guilt alone, never had children again. Good. Take action. It's difficult to break an illusion, especially one that is convenient. But sometimes it takes less than you think. Regardless, if you want to find the cure first, that's fine.
I don't want to find a cure. I don't. I said it before. I don't think. I don't think there's any changing what I am. Or anyone else who could still be alive and like me. If any.
I don't know how many could have actually. Regardless. I will follow where you go, should you have me.
I thought all of this made that clear.
I more than most. I admit. Usually need to hear the words. I understand their implication now.
I don't. I don't want to lose any of you. Again.
I don't either. If it were for any other reason beyond your own wanting, I would refuse to again.
I don't really think that there's a lot of reason beyond my wanting.
There might be people who might try.
The only people who don't want it respectful enough of me to know that it's my choice and not theirs.
Oh, that
However
wasn't what
angry
I
they
meant.
are.
That wasn't what I meant, but good to know. I meant people who would come for your life. I am
Uh,
not letting anyone hurt my...
That's not really a problem. Most people that don't know I exist. Except, well, uh, anyone who's gotten the news that I'm a knight.
Well, even if they don't.
I'm not really used to not being a hermit.
Is it a welcome change? Or just simply a change?
I don't know how I feel about being a knight, but the rest of it I like. I haven't
Sprung
been
on you,
alone
was it?
the entire time that I was without you. A lot of it, but you saw some of them. Most of the ones you saw are just people I work with.
Oh.
But, the skeleton, his name is Scaris. I think of him and BB and their family as a part of mine. BB wants to make it official in a way that I didn't want to do it without talking to you and Mom. I talked to her already.
And what did she say?
She's glad I have people that care about me. BB wants to do it to help protect me better than she can now. She wants to give me her blessing, I guess. I don't really know what it means exactly.
You should probably figure out before you agree to something you don't know. The way that I see it is this. They were here for you when I couldn't be. For that I am eternally thankful. And just because they are your family as well does not mean less for me. It just means more for you. That being said, if your mother said to the contrary, I don't want her wrath.
She didn't.
Very good, I just wanted to make that clear.
I was hoping maybe you and her would meet them. I know it won't be easy for either of you. Or them. But I have a child I've been taking care of. Strix. And I don't want her to not know you. And I don't really want her to eventually figure out that there's two different sides that hate each other. Because she's smart.
If you raised her, that makes sense. I will do what I can. I will go in with the best of intentions. Rightly so, though, if they insult you, but especially my wife. Respectfully, I will end them in whatever way that I can, archfey or not. Although I'm quite sure that it's mostly they will have problems with me. Which is fine.
I think BB has problems with both of you.
I will do what I can.
Not, I don't think she dislikes you. I don't think either of them did dislike you as a concept.
It's okay if they do.
They don't like what happened to me.
I can understand. I do not like it either.
And I don't think they can understand like I do that it was the best you could do.
I am more than willing to try to explain. But I have a feeling if... Well, I will try.
I'm not expecting you or them to like each other, by the way. Or for things to turn out and I have one big family. I just want to try to make it so they don't hate you.
I would like to try so that you can have that kind of strength. I want that kind of experience for you. So sincerely, I will try.
I can't expect anyone to have the same relationship that I do. Including you. Oh, I don't really. I don't really dream that. I just. Want some semblance of r- relief of tension? Maybe?
Peace. I understand. Having an uncertain home life isn't good. I am fortunate that my beloved is so patient.
I'm sure you two will have a lot of things to talk about too.
We will.
She wanted
After
me,
she's done destroying my ribcage, that is. With a hug. You know how she is.
I don't know. She told me to tell you to contact her in a very firm tone.
The firm tone?
It's mostly because of how long you've been apart, but yes.
Well, if I don't come back alive, know that I love you both.
That's a joke, right?
You're just not going to say it.
It's a joke.
Okay.
Mostly.
Okay.
Your mother is not violent.
Th- 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 th-
Mother words
th-
cut like daggers.
That's what I was confused by. Hi, hello, Ari. Speaking of, woe be upon any
very
who
feisty
displease the
woman.
healer.
I love that about her. Everyone else in the village just let me do what I want. I miss her.
Would you, want to come back with us?
I would.
I don't.
Admittedly, it's taken every ounce of my willpower not to just hug you both. I do not know how ready you are for that.
I don't know how ready you would be for that. I think I'm ready to arms at any minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I was confused by that.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
I don't think I understand.
Uh, my bones hurt in the way that they usually do before something happens.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
And I haven't exactly done that when someone was hugging me before.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
If you break my spine, so be it.
I don't want to break your
I want to
spine.
hug my child.
I don't want to break your spine.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, but I understand that you do not want to. I understand.
I don't want to break your spine.
I will wait.
Um, there's not exactly a lot of bed options. So,
That is fine.
you want to stay in the
I can sleep
nest
on the
for a
floor
bit?
as nature intended.
I don't mind.
I know you don't hate it. At least.
It's fine.
Okay.
Or we can pick up a sleeping bag.
I have a pack of my own.
That too.
There.
I'm gonna metagame. I'm kissing him.
And very
Okay.
lucky. Not for you. For him. Sorry. This isn't good for you. Not for your stomach yet.
A lot of things are good for my stomach.
I know. I look forward to the opportunity to watch to make sure that what you're eating is actually what you need.
I would prefer.
Trying.
I would prefer if you didn't make eating a stressful activity.
It doesn't have to be.
Being lost is stressful.
Tastes good. Very well. Either way, I'm sure I could make you something. That should be appetizing.
I got
It does have
the
fats.
I got the recipe for mother's soup from her, so we can make that now. She told me actually how to make it instead of the vague writings that she had before.
That is good. Are you ready to go?
Sure. Are you ready?
I guess. Do you have anything you need a backup?
I have been preparing to move quite a bit.
I am always prepared. Except for your mother's wrath. Only that. Never enough.
We have to do
We'll have to
nothing.
um, tell her you're there at some point. But I'll just make sure you don't have to be watched for that.
I would appreciate that. Mostly for your own sakes. If I start making
Ooh.
kissy noises over the sending. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh dear.
It's
instant.
okay.
Okay. We can go.
Once we get there, I'll have to go pick up Moonbeam. So
Wait, I don't know
Okay.
what Moonbeam is in your context.
Child. That's their name. Moonbeam.
Figured through context clues, but I just wanted to make sure.
Also, on the way out, I'll take out the heavy things that bother you. If you want.
that would help.
You need to be preened.
They don't come in, right?
Sometimes.
You'd be able to see some of them
Really?
that are like not correct, clearly. Some of them that still have casing on them.
It's like an ingrown hair, but for feathers.
Pretty much.
I could fix those. With some tweezers.
I got it. Okay. Well, we can go. We need to sit down and do it, so.
It would be better anyway. More sterile environment.
It's easier when I have a beak to do it myself.
Preening, yes.
I used to have a comb for it, but I gave that to someone else.
I know a harpy. They're gonna give me one of theirs. So I have to get it.
Their brush. I thought you were saying they were going to give you their beak.
Comb.
Talking about the beak part. Yes.
I don't know how you thought that made sense in context, but okay.
I was thinking about the beak and thinking of prostheses.
I mean, as long as I have hands, a comb works. I lose the hands at some point.
I was overcomplicating things.
But then the hands come back, and it's really confusing.
I bet.
Well, they're not hands. They're paws, but they're hands.
You don't need to explain everything at once if you don't.
Your mitts.
I think I've gone from not talking at all to talking when I'm nervous, and I don't know how to handle that.
It's okay. Personally, I prefer hearing you.
You do not need to explain yourself. But your brother is right. You do have a very pleasant voice.
Right, home. Parent acquired.
Hi, Ari. Hi, Ari.
Ari's right there. Ari's right there.
Well,
The move. Not
Ari's right there.
here.
Hi.
It's right there. I see the right
Hi.
there, but there,
Weird.
but the physical manifestation is there.
I'm gonna kiss angrily.
Aggressive kissing.
Do you know what I named this time? Do you know what I named my stream?
What?
Promises kept.
Ha. Didn't you, Dad?
He's keeping that promise, which is why he doesn't talk much. You have nothing nice to say.
Look, it's fine. When we're by ourselves, we will talk about it like adults. About how you hate me. And it's like, ah, yes, finally! Exactly what I was looking for. The resentment I deserve.
It would be easier if he did.
Easier if you did what?
It would be easier if he hated you.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's worse. I fucking love the feathers!
Touch him. Touch him. Touch him.
I love them
Also,
so fucking much!
the seed is finally done. We can do the other.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm sorry that a tornado happened. I'm sorry.
Yay!
Not your fault.
Did you see the picture, Ribbon, of it?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
I'll
she took a
send it to
picture.
you later.
Yeah. Tornado.
I didn't take
Also,
it. It was someone in my area posted it.
Yeah.
I can't show it because it doxes
Also-
me, but like,
Also,
Hi, Mary.
I kind of want these two
Hey,
to
so
meet.
cute. Yeah. They have they could be friends.
they've got such. Oh my god! Wait, I'm seeing them together, and yeah, I'm feeling it. Like it's becoming more aggressive. Like the cute aggression is grabbing these two and just like.
It's also because he makes magic food.
Yeah.
Magic food. That can actually
And
help
he's-
a lot.
He's also, if you breach the demi-dam in terms of
The
being
demi-dam.
like he gives a shit, the dibidum,
The Doug Dam Debbie Dam.
platonically, of course, obviously, but specifically if he becomes invested, there you go, that's the words.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "You need more food.
You need more food.
You're all skin and bones."
It's like, okay, here's the list. Now you gotta puzzle out meals. Don't have this, but must have this.
Except-
Very good.
Except
on. Vegetarian.
BB's already fucking done it.
Good. Good.
BB's been doing it.
Yeah.
BB's been here since the
Good.
beginning, trying to deal with Calliope's
problem-
bullshit.
Baby girl.
But
BB.
Michael has isekai bullshit food.
It's true. The isekai bullshit
Oh,
food.
you make it really? That's fucking hilarious.
Are you streaming, by the way?
No.
Okay. I thought you looked like
She's
the
she's
thing you
she's
do when
looking
you
at
look
my
your
chat,
I'm
I
looking at her
think.
chat. Yeah, I'm looking at
Oh.
your chat.
I think.
This character is a Pokemon trainer, sort of.
Pokemon.
Also, I can finally explain this because my Arcane Pixel Wizard in my chat was so confused by this entire scene because it required so much context.
It requires so much context.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And it's been a long time.
Yeah. So this is parent, father.
Pro gamer.
This is sibling. They're. Oh, you got some of it? Good. I'm glad. They have a curse that transforms them into an owlbear. This is a curse that is generally well known within their community. Firstborns sometimes get it. Only firstborns sometimes get it. The firstborns are either culled, meaning killed, or they are
If they are,
because of
if they are
can't be a
of specifically, no. If they are a small, docile creature, because they can either be small,
right.
docile creatures, just random small things like birds, foxes,
Yeah.
like deer, even a wolf would probably be fine. A normal animal, or a docile enough fey creature, they will just be cast out. If they are something scary, something wild and crazy,
fake creatures go crazy.
they will. That's when the culling happens. The culling is actually not happening all the time. It is a very rare
Yeah, it's
occurrence.
actually rare.
Yeah.
Also, do people generally know about the back thing?
I don't think many people see it anymore because of the hair.
Hair?
Yeah. But
It, like, really turned my head, so you
also,
can't
yes.
see.
By the way, unlike Axel Arcane said like a druid, but specifically, most druids are poof. Like what I mean by poof is that it's a magical transformation that they suddenly transformed. They're a crunch, and what I mean by crunch is it's akin to a werewolf. If you know about werewolves being like very painful, their bones break, that sound.
Yeah.
Their body shifts, that type of thing. Their transformations are more like that. So
Crunch.
this character,
It's crunchy.
instead of being called, was cast out because of this one and their mother decided to do that against tradition.
Yeah.
Against tradition, which is why this character exists. And then, let me. This character was their sibling, their younger sibling, and grew up believing that they were still alive, to the annoyance of and probably guilt of these two.
Yeah, because if they got an answer that
Yeah. So later in life, when he heard news of a Knight of Titania named Calliope, where most people didn't think it was the same Calliope, that was a little child that just got abandoned in the middle of the woods. He, being the stubborn asshole he is, decided to prove that it was actually his sibling. So he went around the entire Feywild trying to find them. Very little evidence was found, and then he finally went to the material plane, in which he finally found them.
So, technically, they went around the entire Feywild before they found out about the Titania thing. They had already been doing.
Yeah.
But then it was like, I know, I know, I have evidence to believe.
Yeah.
honestly, the Titania Knight thing is like enough for at least
Well, and
her at least. But yeah, that's not what Calliope wants.
Calliope also hasn't told Yumed
True.
about the whole favor from Oberon. Because Calliope has a favor owed to them by Oberon
Oh my
for saving
God,
Oberon's
you could just
life.
Cure it.
But that wouldn't be fun from a story perspective.
I agree.
So it don't work like that. It can't happen.
Oberon, I want the happiest birthday ever. Okay. Whee! That's how you send that shit usually.
So
Or just I just add in like a big spooky thing that would require it. Ooh. Or, Calliope dies at some point. It'll be fine. It's a favor. You bring it back.
I'll do that.
Not again, not again, not
It's
again.
fine.
not again.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No. No.
And I do it
Can you
again.
imagine when? Can you imagine when Yume did that? She just took it as a perma.
I could have.
He'd never recover.
Well, to be fair, I was actually like going to let it happen if shit went poorly. Because Calliope was like dying. They did, if Mother didn't come treat, Calliope would have died.
Yeah.
Oh, we should wait. Actually, we should explain this specifically. So later, Cassius talks to his parents to tell them that this person exists and that the curse isn't infectious, because that was part of the reason why it needs to be called or removed, is that they had a deep-seated belief that it was infectious, that if they let a firstborn with this curse in their community, they would infect everyone else and they would all become mindless beasts, essentially.
Yep.
To be fair, actually, at the time, Cassius thought that he didn't actually convince Yumed that much, because the way that Yumed talked about it was not
I'm doing my dance. The dance of my people. If it, the Green Lord
But he's like,
himself.
fuck, how do I convince everyone else? I've got a horrible idea. Whee!
And that's why Calliope can't
this
see out
later-
of one of their eyes.
So, Yumed decided during a mission, because this was a mission for Calliope when they were going through the Feywild and they were actually passing by nearby their village, Yumed decided to confront Calliope to get evidence, which was, in his idea, was physical evidence of of the owlbear specifically. A bite specifically, but he felt that he couldn't
also maintaining his
tell.
oath.
Maintaining his oath and maintaining cover in terms of thing, because he believed that he might have been even being launched by people in the village. So he had to do so without telling Calliope straight out what was happening. So this very muddled, confusing event happened where Calliope got a very bad injury on the face of the eye.
Well, to be precise,
And
he
this
only
one?
wanted to really slice her up a couple times until she bit him. But there was
But she
outside
wouldn't fight.
interference for the.
You got this
She wouldn't
one,
fight, but the big thing.
that one.
The big thing was them stealing his sword, so he felt like he had to inflict damage however way that he could, because that's how he had to maintain his
And there's-
oath. That's why he went
there's
for
one
the
on my-
eye jab.
Oh, there's
if
one on my
they didn't take
foot.
his sword, it would have just been slices.
Well, but that probably would have eventually killed Calliope, so
Yeah, but he
because
could have at
Calliope would
least
not have fought, you could
gone for
Which one is it?
blunts,
It's this one.
or go for even feather cuts as opposed to things, because then at least he could argue oh yeah, I was harming her. You see, it's a haircut, but it's still harming. That was at least his plan. But yep.
I was removing their armor of the feathers. Yes.
Yeah, totally.
They're like a
Totally.
shield.
Making them more weak and
Weakening them. I was exposing them.
But of course, because it was a confusing event, everyone thought, oh my god, he's just gonna fucking kill them. So they're like, we must interfere. And he's like, no, you idiots, damn it, stop.
Well, to be fair, you prevented all but one from interfering. It's just one of them you couldn't prevent.
Yeah, he tried really hard.
You got all but one.
which was Sen.
Yeah.
I remember. I miss Sen. I haven't seen Sen in a
Sen
long
took
time.
his fucking sword. I love Sen though, genuinely. And Yumed was actually like, God damn it, I hate that you're doing this, but I respect you for doing it anyway.
Well, so I think
Fuck you, but also
Sen-
you're protecting my daughter in your mind, so thank you, but fuck you.
Sen took the sword at one point, and then somehow they got it back, and then Calliope broke it because that was how the foot happened, whichever one it is.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
I forgot about that. Oh wait, no, they broke it and then they took the sword, I think. So I remembered that
All this is
when
by the
he
way.
went for the eye jab
Yeah.
was because
Because you still
specifically
had
didn't
some of
have
it
the
left.
sword.
Well, yes, they didn't have
Also,
the sword.
I'd just like to point out
Eh.
that all this is recorded
Yes.
in Ribbon, and technically Christie's, but Ribbon's fonts. If you go to her
Mine has a
collections and
collection.
go to Calliope,
Mine has a collection. Mine's more convenient.
Watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, support my friend. Support her.
Nuh-uh.
Watch her. I love Calliope. Yeah, do it.
No,
it.
do the
Support them.
inconvenient. Do
Support
the
them.
inconvenient thing. Do the inconvenient thing. Go find hers.
Dude,
It takes more
you have to
dedication.
scroll through so
It takes more
many
dedication.
mods.
It takes more dedication.
I will say that mine is funny for watching them stalk this character the whole time, but I think it's funnier if you watch hers first and then. But mostly watch hers. Well, watch theirs.
What?
I just remember the ninja flips through the trees.
Yeah, you're just jumping from tree to tree and just watching from like on top of rocks, and people like occasionally be like, "Oh, he's there," and they turn around, then I'm gone. Like I specifically watched for when they turned around, then I'd leave. It was great.
So, before I get off, because I have to go do studying. Calliope
Yes.
would get them to the house and
Yes.
would then
Oh.
have to go pick up the baby. So there could potentially be either some time where Yumed is alone at the house by themselves, or where they're alone together.
How much tech is in the
Most
house?
awkward.
None.
No
It's in the
tech.
Feywild.
Only a tablet.
Thank
I'll show you.
God. Oh.
Here.
Anxiety.
It's in-
anxiety.
it's
No, I
in-
know what it
it's
looks
in
like.
the
You've shown
autumn
me.
court.
It's cute.
It's in the
You've
autumn
shown
court,
me.
not the winter court.
Dang.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Calliope hid that entire time just in the winter court, so you know, Calliope's confident
You
in
man
this
was
one
just
respect.
Cautious.
In this one respect, Calliope is confident that you're not going to be found.
Yelling. I just realized how to do the yelling.
Yeah,
Yelling.
yelling.
Yay!
So
You man
You-
was just scared. He didn't want to ruin it. He didn't want to ruin things for his baby.
you two can
You made
decide
me mad.
if you want to do anything with that. If you want them to have a talk alone, there.
I think
It's also
that
on
would
her.
be interesting. But it's mostly on her, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not really mostly on me because all I would have to do if you wanted to
Oh.
either continue
No,
role playing or
no.
wanted to do a
Oh.
stream or wanted to
Oh.
do a
that's
text
how she
RP?
means.
No, I'm leaving.
Okay, great.
Yeah. No.
But also, you can do a text RP if you want. You know,
This is
You-
what
or
I
you can
thought was going to
organize a
happen.
scene.
This I'm okay with.
yeah,
Or even that is okay.
because we can do a text RP
I
and
think it'd be kind of
and then-
funny.
and then a
just
funny-
having them sit and stare at each other.
And then a
'Cause you don't know how
funny-
to talk to people.
a funny little bird with a bird baby can come back eventually and be like,
It's like,
Wow.
so what'd you talk about with Grandpa? He taught me how to kill people. To be precise, I told you how to not kill people. But because now I know how to kill people. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be funny.
the baby is still a pretty baby,
Ah.
but they can talk a little
They
bit.
go to daycare.
Moonbeam can talk a little bit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have to
okay,
show
I
you
know
how cute
old they were.
Moonbeam is. I have to show you how cute Moonbeam is. I don't know how they.
Okay.
She's very
I don't
cute.
necessarily know like how they would be played currently right now because originally it was played by Shanrock, but Shan hasn't had time to play Moonbeam in a long time, so Moonbeam has kind of been a prop
I have
for a while.
one goal. I have one goal, and it's to
What is your
make
goal?
them say, "I'm not a material girl. Materials are gross."
Your feathers over your head like a hat. Is that? Oh. Like that?
It's just, I see the feathers move, and I just get happier every fucking time. I'm just so happy. I love them. God, I love that asset. Ah. Anyway,
It's good.
I don't.
Good.
Didn't you weight paint that yourself on the arms?
Well, I put it on the arm.
Also,
But it was pretty well painted.
Genuine-
I didn't have to do
Also,
much.
genuinely,
What?
Christy, whenever these three are together, because we've only done like 3 or 4 of actual like scenes with
Yeah.
this, it's always the most awkward.
It's gonna be very awkward in that house until like something happens.
Mama.
Until mom come there and
Mom
also
kicks down the door and punches me in the face and then kisses me and then like shakes me by the collar and then like hangs me by
Calliope
my
picks
boots.
up the baby and is like, okay, we're gonna go now.
Wait, yeah, because
We're gonna go now. Like, okay,
I
okay.
realized that the Fae people are probably less. They probably care a whole lot less about exhibition. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably do. And Calliope would just be like, I don't want to see this, and I don't want you to see this. Oh, we're going.
She learned material plane hangups, and Cassius is trying to beat that out of her.
It's true.
Oh no!
Calli-
Oh no!
Calliope-
We're gonna embarrass you! It's like the vampires from Scary Godmother!
Yeah.
Oh no.
God,
Oh no.
dude. I was so silent for so long that I had to drink water. That is
Because of how silent you
I
were.
was. Yeah.
You're not silent, you're Wolf!
They also, before I go, get to see more of Calliope transform and how it happened and how it do.
And he wasn't
Yeah.
spooked, he was just like, how do I help my baby? Let me help. I want to help. Okay. Okay, I
So
wait.
the thing, one of the few things Cassius would actually tell them: don't make it a big deal.
Oh.
When they transform. Which is why he was immediately like, hey, you're okay, let's go.
He just wants to know more about his baby. But he is right, though. You shouldn't make it a big deal. But it's always a big deal because it's my baby! My baby's a big deal! Look at her! She's perfect! Look at him! My baby! Anyway.
I'm going to get off now because I need to do studying.
Study!
I have to study sex and gender roles and social psychology
Oh!
and emotions.
Ooh! Ooh, those sound fun, actually.
It's very fun. It's actually a very fun last week, but I want to get a good grade, you know?
Yeah.
I want to
You
get a
need
100.
to max out. You gotta get a 100 in gender. I believe in you.
All the gender.
Saucy.
I hate how
doing
saucy-
that and dancing actually, like,
I hate how saucy I
Like,
become with
actually,
these
though?
wings. And my tail feathers.
I don't hate it, though. I like your sauciness.
Yeah, buddy. Ari. I know I need to study gender anyways. Because I need to get all the gender. I need to collect them all like the Pokemon. I need to collect all the genders.
Oh my god!
I'm collecting all the genders.
Them like Pokemon badges.
Collecting all the genders.
God.
Is that how you become gender fluid?
Yes.
Also,
Don't fall in the gender
I'm gonna
fluid. I will.
become
I will
the
fall in gender
the
fluid.
world gender champion.
I'm gonna fall in the gender fluid and turn into the gender joker.
I love you.
You think that's funny? Is that a funny one? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna. Whoa!
I'm going
Do I
now.
raid you or do I raid
Yeah.
someone new? Are we raiding together or do I raid you?
we could raid together because
Okay.
I don't want to be continuing.
Bisbee, do you know anyone
Also,
I
my
can
brain-
raid?
Let me see who's online.
Yeah.
If my Vive would let me right click, okay, I'm just gonna leave your Twitch page.
I
That's
see
a
a
sin,
cool
but-
person named Ribbonheart.
Nah. Nah.
Also, I see
See above?
I see Kirby.
Oh, Nikki,
I
Saya,
found someone that I have
Bernie,
to unfollow. Ew,
Kirby, and
ew,
Howl.
ew.
Wolf,
Kirby and Howl.
Kirby. There's Kirby and Howl and Nikki and Saya and Hernison. Hernathan.
I have to follow more
Howl's probably
people.
better.
Oh my god.
You do. Who do you want to get?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's because I didn't click show
Howl.
all. I'm a dummy.
Which? Howl?
Yeah, get
I want to get Howl.
Howl. What?
Yes, Howl.
Dave, can you get
Howlcifer
Howl?
VT. Howlcifer
I got it.
VT.
It's gonna be hard for me to type.
Cassius. Did you know with Twitch
Yeah.
Prime you can subscribe to your favorite streamer? Wolf
I
Brother
have copied
Swear to God.
13 Ellie.
Howlcifer.
I'm rating everyone.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for saying. I hope you had a good
Finishing you
time.
nice job.
I'll see you later. Yippee.
Bye. Christy, how dare you?